Fantasy and its subsidiaries are owned by Square Enix. The Pathfinder D20 game system is owned by Paizo, and the FFD20 system is a fan-made system designed by Alan Willig. This is completely not for profit. We're here just to have fun.
Very good. Where we left off last time, the party had made it to the bottom of the weird fucking temple and into...
Is that its actual name?
I mean, it's right here in the notes. Weird fucking temple.
Sounds like it's in Ku. It's written in Ku.
And into the much weirder temple under that weird temple. Met with a very old man. Made a deal to replace the fallen Leviathan. Realized that probably entailed death. Found a big hole in the ground under everything. Threw some rocks down it. Read some runes. The general. And we're just prepping to make camp and sleep right in the chamber.
I think we did that.
Yeah.
We already went to sleep.
Perhaps sleep literally just
We were talking about
fell.
sleeping and the session ended.
Yeah. And so
Jeff was already in a tent.
Picking right back up from there, the party has pitched their tents, got into bedrolls, and have fallen asleep in a temple, underground. Night passes.
Cozy down here.
There's literally nothing that can attack you. You're in perhaps the safest place in the world. Who's waking up first?
Nell's waking up first.
All right.
Or at least try to.
What's Nell doing?
How far are we away from where we ran into the guard guy?
Probably 80 feet. Like, he's literally over there. You could yell and he would hear you. Like,
wow, I did not think we were gonna park right by him.
I mean, it's a pretty small chamber by comparison. Like, and there's no door. There's no door that closed. He's just over there. Like,
I'm just wondering why the guard was just like, "Oh, they're all parking in front of me. Why is this?"
mm-hmm.
All right.
This is a fucking drop in the bucket, man. You guys could be here another week and it would still be like a minute to him. Like,
Okay, so what I miss? Just
Nell is
Just
woken up
recapping.
first, and the recap.
Yeah.
What you up to, Nell?
Well, not gonna lie, that sort of just shot. Like I thought it was gonna be a different room or whatever.
Hmm. I mean, he is technically in a different room through that giant opening over there. Like,
Sure, you said shout, and he could hear. He could hear me. So,
yeah.
We're all
alright.
still asleep.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna walk over to it.
Uh,
Hit him. Yeah.
You walk across the room, little pep 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 pep, mouse feet. You come upon him. He watches you as you approach. Did you need something?
Sorry, I did not realize that you were so close. There. It was probably odd just seeing us all collapse on the floor.
It happens.
Now I'm curious.
Literally
what
not the first time
parties
this has
have gone to
happened.
in
Like, what do you need?
I'm a little confused considering, well, we sort of bust in here without really asking you. You were saying something about a replacement, although I didn't quite catch what exactly that was for, what all is involved for it.
Well, typically, in the event of a fallen divine, of one of our great primals being slain in the world, this exists as a piece of infrastructure to enable a like-minded summoner to replace that fallen creature, as I suspect you've already discerned from investigating the altar.
I don't believe much of us were able to get anything from it there.
Well, it is of simple make.
Nell's gonna take a deep breath, mull this over. So, considering there was nothing else to do in this room, wouldn't we just be free to go?
Absolutely. Sure. You could leave whenever you wanted. I figured you were sticking around for your friend.
Depends what you mean by friend. I consider the majority here my friends, yes? But good
I'm
people. How long
detecting
have you been here?
some degree of animosity here. A long, long time.
Probably answer questions that the research team up above would absolutely love to hear. You said that the others were safe?
Absolutely.
Where exactly are they? Are they outside the
Held
temple,
up.
or...?
Nope, still in the temple. Well, abstractly speaking. I wouldn't worry about that. Stick with the task at hand here.
You said we were free to leave, so what task is left then?
For the formal ritual, I mean. It is yours to partake at your leisure.
Considering, if I could speak today, considering the majority of us don't even know what was... how to word this. The rest of us were following along to see what was going on there, but I believe only one of us agreed.
That's true. Only one of you can, even. I did not detect a similar spark in any of you, aside from her.
I doubt the rest of us even really know anything much about Primal, sad to say. My beliefs lie elsewhere.
Well, there's always time. And I suspect you'll find out in... well, we'll see.
Alright, Nell's gonna make some small talk with the guard, basically just trying to find a little bit more about culture and whatnot while waiting for everyone else to wake up.
You find he is fairly guarded in a lot of ways. He talks
Womp
around
womp.
points. He is also formally, yes, a guard of sorts.
Why are we asleep? I don't remember that.
You're
Asking to basically get HP, health, and everything.
We were expecting trouble, and we were down some resources.
in
Okay.
in the metagame of this, y'all were refueling to fucking kill this guy. Like,
I see.
but
Okay, sorry.
I'm
I
not
had
sure. I'm
forgotten.
not sure what you guys want to do, or if that's, you know.
We'll see what happens in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we still down there and she's just up there, or are we all...
You're all like you're just far enough
It-
away that asleep, none of you guys can hear her. Like, you know, you're all little ways away, in the next room, underground, next to the weird, creepy altar. In the
Oh,
temple, under the temple, underground.
So we're at the bottom of that stair.
No, you're not down in the pit thing. You're not down in like in the weird
Okay.
void. You're just
Okay.
in the actual chamber. at
There's
the
the
top.
altar
Alright.
room before that we're camped out in.
Okay, I forgot where the stairs were in relation to that. Okay. I want to wake up. And I want to see if Nell's not there. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
walk back.
you'd be the second one to wake up. You jolt awake, and as you're kind of come to consciousness, you do hear very, very light whispering coming a ways away from you. And if you glance around, you probably will see off in the distance Nell talking to this judge, just
Okay.
having a little conversation over there.
I want to approach.
He kind of pauses slightly and glances over. I see another's here. Good morning, small bird.
Afternoon, it's hard to tell downstairs. Did you need something, Echo?
Just head tilt.
Head scratch. Don't understand burps sometimes.
Pull green out from bag. No.
How eager was Koke to wake up with all of this going on?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh,
where
got
in the
something.
where in the scene turn order would she be?
She would wake up pretty quickly, but wouldn't be moving. She'd be just lying there, kind of thinking.
Oh shit, I'm in some shit now.
A little bit.
Maybe trying to commune with Leviathan a bit more.
And with the statuette here in this chamber, it does make small, cordial conversation with you. It does seem in a lot of ways very distant and easily baffled. But it talks to you.
Ah, right. Actually, come think of it. I'm gonna ask the guard if he knows anything about the what would they call it? The Shatter Guard?
Yeah. What are you asking him specifically here?
What exactly they were?
He considers your question for a couple seconds. He kind of like glances vaguely up into the air and looks back at you. There are many reasons that I absolutely can't tell you what they were, or what they are, or where they are, or who they are. But, I mean, in some ways you're on the path here. He kind of like looks you over and pauses slightly on your bow.
This? This is a gift from... Are you familiar with the Kingdom of Lullen?
I am.
This is on loan from the king there.
I imagine
So-
it would be, yes.
Well, that's something to ask Jermond later with.
Probably about this time, Tara will probably be waking up and starting preparing his spells.
Red Majory is happening. Books are being consulted.
Chef is up and stealing from Tyra's book.
If you
I look up at Chef.
as you're paging through, there's just a head over your
Clank.
shoulder, just like
Clank,
reading,
clank.
just real suspicious, like.
I don't mind you borrowing my spells, though I would prefer that you ask permission before each use, if you don't mind.
Nod. Creepily retreat.
Although I do have a suggestion if you're looking for a spell. I kinda hold
Creepily return.
I hold up my book to show the spell for Dia 3. If we're going to be fighting that thing, being able to make that thing less likely to hit us would be a good thing.
There's a hand out to you, palm open. Looking at it, looking at you, and drawing it. And taking a
Feels that-
10 because ridiculous.
Yeah.
D3. Bip.
Yep.
Okay.
So all that means is a will save, and if they fail it, they take a -6 to chance to hit, and all skill checks.
Thumbs up. Returns to being creepy.
Internet, you're failing me.
Oh. And presumably, yeah, Chef either has or is armoring up.
Yeah, armoring up in the
Which-
tent.
Yeah, concealed and everything. What is Eleanor doing?
She'd be getting up and getting dressed.
Presumably also in your tent or something.
Yeah.
That's everyone technically awake. What you up to? Anyone rubbing their face on an altar? Anyone talking with some ancient immortal judge creature? Like,
Did Nell have anything left to ask him,
Mm,
or not?
not offhand, no.
no one placing greens on anything.
I guess we're waiting. We're waiting on the replacement to make herself known.
And it
Alright.
takes a while to get through this spell book.
Koke, what are you up to then?
I'm asking, how is Leviathan here? How are you a conscious being if you are currently a corpse on the side of Moontech?
It doesn't seem very guarded right now in a lot of ways. Just that it doesn't seem to be able to be. But you get the impression it legitimately has no idea.
Oh. Has this happened before? He just lazily motions to the altar.
It does not remember.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent.
Based on the sort of context clues you got from this judge, though, you could assume that it has.
I'm getting up.
And
as the DM looks over the party, LT posing over their fucking bedrolls.
I mean, Nell's still busy doing idle chat, so it's everybody up here.
Nell's still
Unfortunately,
chatting up the
that side
judge.
took an hour
Yeah.
to do my spell prep, so I'm probably still busy with that.
Over the course of the next hour, everyone preps all their stuff. Casters prep their stuff. Full plate. Black Dark Knights prep their stuff. Bird's bird. And y'all are ready to go again. Break down camp. Pack up all your tents.
Yep.
Yep.
Stamp out any campfires if you lit any underground in a closed room.
No.
Have camping
Because
supplies.
carbon monoxide is fun.
maybe we could kill the judge with carbon monoxide.
I think he's a construct.
Poison.
Dare I even ask what role that was? Holy shit.
That was likely a perception to hear the "we're gonna fucking kill this dude."
You are correct.
Well,
Wait, you actually said that out loud?
Yeah, you were.
Did I fucking hear that?
Each other. Oh no, it was well, actually, yeah. Make a perception check now.
A retroactive perception check.
Retroactive perception check.
Do I get to make one too?
Sure, you can make one too. As the three of you, all.
Holy shit!
Yeah, no. As
Well,
as
you're
you
not
two are having a
bugging out.
conversation about something or another, like blah blah blah, like old culture, blah blah blah, this that, the other thing, blah blah blah. I can't tell you, blah blah blah. No, I'm not going to tell you. You notice he cocks his head slightly and like tilts it and glances in the middle distance as you very clearly hear with your powerful mouse ears. Okay, I think we're getting ready to kill this motherfucker in a few minutes.
Oh, what the actual sweet
Echo,
hell
you hear that as well. You see him sort of contemplate it for a second before going back to talking to you with almost without missing a beat.
Only over whether or not to show that I actually did hear what the hell she said.
I didn't say it.
Who did say it?
Fucking
Wasn't me.
Tyro the chef. They were chatting about the spell prep.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Oh
I'm
god.
pretty sure I didn't actually say we were trying to come. But if we're gonna deal with him, we don't want to get hit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna totally kill this motherfucker. It's like,
It wasn't so vulgar.
No,
it
it
wasn't so
wasn't.
vulgar,
But
but I'm
it's
pretty
still
sure you
pretty
actually did
obvious.
say kill. But regardless, he doesn't seem to be bothered by it anyway.
I just tried to like be flippant about it. I was like, as you can tell, we're all on edge. This dungeon has been hell for some of us.
There's always apprehension when it comes to this last step. I do ask that you reflect on the journey it took to get here, and contemplate the significance of that against the weight of what you need to do.
Right? Like, I don't understand. What are we? What's to be dude? In
After
Chocobo, of
you
course.
you say that in Chocobo? He
Yeah,
looks over
what
to you
else?
in
and looks.
common, obviously.
He looks over. He looks over to the altar and replies to you. It isn't for you. It's for the blue spiky angry one. You could
Whatever
ask
this-
her if you wanted to.
I'm not even gonna try it since Motor on this, since I have a feeling know exactly what's going on here anyways. I'm just gonna flat out say, you sure you want someone like her to do the ritual?
In truth, it doesn't really matter. And at this point, with what's going on and this sort of pace of things in recent months, we are not in a position to be picky.
Friend
Wow.
Koke. Friend Koke, is this about that snaky thing?
This is about the snaky thing. You are correct, fluffy friend.
What
he
is it
sort
with
of
the knights in this campaign having
he
a
sort
soft
of
spot for chocobos?
reaches out and lightly touches you with one giant gauntleted steel hand.
How does it
Pat,
feel?
Pat.
Large.
It feels like cold, cold justice.
Well, I'm not sure why all this is going on. There's got to be another method than this. You said flat out that this is very unorthodox what's happening anyways.
Yes.
So is there another option? Any at all? Trust me, we're used to playing high stakes here.
He sort of sits and fucking thinks about this for a while.
Yay, I stopped the freaking guard thingy. Obviously this is out of character.
You get the impression that he's used to like when he takes a beat to think about something, it could be years, and this is all very accelerated for him. This conversation.
You know, for the hell of it, I'm gonna put up my intelligence aura and give it to him. See if it'll speed along his.
Isn't that a little bit insulting?
No, it's called reassurance. That's basically what auras are. They're basically pepping up a person.
As he feels,
just-
you pip the aura on this very, very perceptive creature. He kind of looks at you, and for the slightest moment, you hear what you think might be a chuckle echoing out from in that armor, like
A deep rumbly.
I just do a little grin. I like helping people.
there is a place for those on the outside. As a vanguard for what is to come. But there's also a sort of requirement. Locks to be kept, so to speak. It isn't something that can be circumvented.
But there's still possibly another way, unless I'm hearing it wrong.
Not another way. Well, again, there's a lot of parts here, and not much that I can say.
Why can't you say?
It would compromise the protection of the things that I would speak to you of.
Who's look around? Oh, what?
He reaches out and pets you with his cold, hard, justicey hand again. Do not concern yourself with it. It isn't for you.
Building your job isn't easy, that, or it's just becoming unnecessarily difficult.
Well, you're all free to take as much time as you need.
So
I'll
we
be
can
here.
leave, but we can't.
Well, you're all, well, all but one are free to leave, of course.
I was afraid of that.
Why can't friend Koke be?
She's to become the next replacement. That was predicated on allowing all of you enter.
Replacement for what?
For Leviathan. I feel like I'm talking in circles here.
What?
Is
But he was
talking
right
to-
there. I
is he
saw
talking-
him.
Is he talking to Echo in common or Chocobo?
He's talking to Echo in something that you get the impression you wouldn't usually understand, but you completely understand what he means.
I'm just
True speak, Chocobo.
Oh right, true speech is thing.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. Well, yeah, I rolled a will roll to see how I do this, and I kid you not, I rolled a fucking 1.
A will for what? To prevent yourself from doing what?
Basically,
From just
just
fucking walking off.
shake my head and go, all right.
All right, what you doing?
I'm walking just outside the room and
Well,
gonna see what happens.
He lets you pass. He kind of watches you as you go.
I saw the sneaky thing already. Why does he need replacing if he was over there?
The snaky thing has died. Small creature.
But it was there. I saw it
When?
earlier.
You
say to the creature that may not have a concept of time.
like earlier. Earlier. 20 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. How old did Chocobo live? No, not that long earlier. What does he mean by earlier?
The sneaky thing Leviathan hit helped kill elementals.
Help kill elementals. Ah.
In the other room.
Yeah,
I mean, it helped heal us to help kill the element. It kind of helped.
as he kind of quickly glances away and then glances back. That is true. You saw the power that he gestures over to Koke, who's just in line of sight of you guys because it's just over there. You saw the power she possessed. That was an avatar of that power. That was not the creature itself. I suspect you were also present for the actual creature's demise.
What?
On that small boat.
I'm confused. Avatar?
Oh, you've done this before. You've asked that question before, specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, have I?
I don't know
Yes.
that one.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, never mind then.
Anyway, let's
I'm still confused.
Another
I don't
cold hand of justice on your head. It is not for you to worry about.
But Frank Koke.
It is. I suspect she needs you now more than ever.
What?
This is sure to
I
be
know
a
what
very
to do.
turbulent time.
I run back.
Okay.
I go to Koke.
Okay, you have been gone too.
I guess you're being picked.
Hey, Echo.
Squat down.
Okay.
You get the impression Echo just wants to be with you in these trying times.
No, I motioned it on my back. Wait.
Oh God.
Oh, Echo, no. I appreciate that, but no. It's okay.
He
I think
told me. Like saying, he told me you need me, and they're in these turbulent times. Turbulent means rough, right?
Calm down, Echo. It's okay.
Of course, you can't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I'm just hearing distressed Quez, so I'm like trying to calm you down. It's all right. It's okay.
Like she's coming out of the tent now. Why
He
is
was
the bird
telling me
making
you
so
need
much
to ride
noise?
me.
That does not sound right.
Your support in these turbulent times.
If Echo's gonna provide any support, it is in ease of travel.
And carrying things.
So ease of travel.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna chase after me?
Doesn't need to.
In before he has true run.
Also, there is also the fact that the mechs outside at the end of the room answer to him, and this entire temple might as well. So, getting out might be hell if he's on our heels.
Plus, you'll feel more than just a cold pat of justice on your head.
Mhm.
More like
Cold
cold, brutal
steel.
fist.
Hard, smitey gauntlet of justice upon your head.
Anyway. Alright, so I'm off. What are we doing?
We're going to find the princess, the research team. We're going to head back to Moonbright, collect our fuel, head back to Lilin, go to Abaddon City.
I still have business with the professor before we leave. I don't know how long that'll take, but I still have business, and that will be completed before I even think about leaving this city.
That's fair.
Alright.
I'm gonna run back to the guy.
Okay, you run back to the guy.
Oh boy.
What is that?
Trick.
I'm just watching
ever
the turtle
heard-
go back and forth here, going, what the hell?
Yeah,
Have you
just
ever- Have you ever rode bird before?
I have not.
Oh my god.
Do you want to?
What the hell?
I'm pretty sure that is the one individual that is beyond your carrying capacity.
Yeah, he very quickly glances you over. I fear it may not be best if I attempted to mount you.
Isn't he
does
a large?
anybody have enlarged person?
No.
No. Yeah, he's a large and probably weighs a shit ton.
But large Echo is a large.
You can only be a mount to something one size category smaller than you.
Since I did move, I'm gonna go ahead and move Mel like across the room.
Okay. How heavy does he look?
He looks exceptionally heavy, but you get the impression he's perhaps heavier than he looks. And as you stand in the shadow of the mechs in the doorway, you swear one of them glances at you, but then immediately goes back to staring at his partner, as if to not get in trouble.
Stoicism.
Alright. Is everything packed
Okay.
up? Yes.
I believe so.
Nod.
Okay.
Even with
Alright.
Chocobo Hall?
Even with Chocobo Hall.
Oh
Goodness,
no.
no.
Chef goes over to Koke, and after I think it's been 2 days now since they got this power, they would know what the hand curl of draw looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of make it at you, look to it, look to you,
Nod.
and I'm gonna draw petrify
Okay.
and just whip, nod, sort of like a nod bow almost, and then back to turning and looking at the judge.
Flexes hands again. That kind of weird, can't access magic feeling as it passes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get out of here. We need to find the research team.
What you guys doing?
To you.
All right, she's gonna collect herself, turn, and walk, hoping to hear people's footsteps behind her.
Uh-huh.
Chef is gonna organize themselves in front of Koke wherever she is in the order.
Okay.
Is there a marching order here?
I would be going last.
Okay.
All right, so then
I'm
like
right
that.
behind
As
Eleanor then.
as you all stand in your single file line and wibble past him,
I do stop before
yeah, and
crossing a threshold.
as Chef passes, and it's Chef and then him and then Koke, he does step into the space between the two of you.
So
let me wibble you all.
I would have stopped like here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he wibbles and blocks his shoulder in right where Chef was. I understand your hesitation. He's just staring at you. Oh, who'd we just lose? Oh, we lost Echo. Echo's back. Okay. Oh, can you guys hear me? Oh no. Hello? 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 Hmm.
He doesn't hear us.
Oh, there we
I
go.
hear you.
There we go.
Discord being weird.
Eh,
All
We
right.
hear you, Will.
Might-
Okay.
Good.
we might wanna
It's
we might
likely
wanna
not
try
Discord.
that
It's
conversation again.
it's likely my net. With new out here in California, we're on Time Warner now, and it's good, but it's spotty.
It may be warm, but your net's crap.
Mm-hmm. And that's more important than anything. What were you trying to say, Koke?
I'm not afraid of dying.
He looks to you, he nods. Then this should be even a small thing.
What I'm concerned about is the fact that I'm not a true summoner.
Sure.
I might have a mode of power from Leviathan that I have taken.
Oh.
But if this is as important as I think it is, then this cannot be something risked on a maybe.
Do we have audio over in Ren and Maki?
Uh.
I don't hear Maki at all. I don't hear Ren.
Yeah.
Just double checking here. Because I'm hearing, did we lose everyone? Question mark from Ren, and then no audio at all from Maki.
I still had audio from you, Will, from...
Appears Discord's off for everybody.
Uh,
We may be experiencing a Discord outage. This may not even be the net. I may be blaming Time Warner for nothing.
probably not.
I mean,
let me
they deserve it.
let me just check Twitter real quick, because usually they're pretty good about...
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hey,
we hear you.
hey.
Hey.
There we go.
Maki, we got you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody seems to stop.
A
being-
temporary surge of internets as the ley lines of our real worlds fail us. Okay. So yeah, what were you saying? Not afraid to die, blah, blah, blah. My concern is
afraid to
not a real
die, my con-
summoner.
Yeah, and then this is too important to risk on a maybe, on a untested thing.
Dang, I missed a good chunk then. Oh well, it doesn't matter, I guess, for now, right now.
All that matters is that it will work. And I know that it will work, and that is not what I have a problem with. And I know that you're trying to talk your way out here, and I can see it, and I've seen it a dozen times before.
I would return.
You'd at least believe that you would.
He's not letting her out, is she? Is he?
Shake head.
Hmm.
As you all see Nell on the other side of the room just doing the like, come on!
I understand. There would have been others before me who, upon finding out that their lives are forfeit, would want to talk themselves out of it. When I left my home, I left with the knowledge that I would lose my life for the things that I'm willing to do. This is acceptable. But I'm not a true summoner yet. I communed with Leviathan, and I have been instructed to go to Abaddon City, the center of the faith. Become a real summoner.
He's just staring at you. Anybody else doing anything?
We're waiting.
I'm being ready to
As,
fight.
as you watch Chef locked on in backstab position, Dark Souls style, like
Yeah, like actually the little Dark Souls stance.
I sort of locked myself out for the time being, so
If you require something from me as proof of my intent, then so be it. But as it stands, if death upon that altar is not important enough that you are willing to risk an untried and untested blue mage who has happened to consume some of the essence of an avatar, then it's not important enough for me to die for. But if it is important enough that I should lose my life for it, then I need time to be strong enough to be what it requires.
is Koke saying this pretty loud? Like, can I hear it from where I am?
Yeah,
Oh,
most likely.
You're on the other side of the room.
I'm not
still,
being quiet,
yeah, you're still
but I'm
only
not
like
yelling.
there's no soft surfaces in here. It's echoey, like you're only like
Right.
65 feet away, like.
Fuck it, I'm gonna roll sense motive
On which one? On Koke or on the
on-
judge?
on Koke.
Uh, 25. Yeah. You bluffing, Koke?
No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared, but in that acceptance. Not just quivering in my boots over here. This is happening. This is what's going on now. Okay. I have to just accept that.
Alright. Nell's gonna step forward and call out to the guard. Summoners make pacts, don't they? I believe I we knew a summoner that did their first summon, and it looked like they did some type of agreement with their.
He sort of glanced over his shoulder. You are correct.
Is there anything similar to that Koke can do to basically promise that C will return? Because I can't believe I'm saying this. C sounds genuine.
There's not much, especially now, that Leviathan could do to force you to keep that promise. That's not really what I'm concerned about. Nor is you becoming a formal summoner. In this situation, the power will come to you. It comes with the position. No matter how genuine, whether this ruse is to yourself or to me, it doesn't matter.
So as I would understand it, it's not so much the fact that she's an actual summoner, but the actual process of making it down here to prove one's worth, to actually become and replace the power of a primal.
There are technical requirements, of which she does meet, but the journey, of course, yes. You reflected upon the many things you had to go through to get here. If you had failed any one of those, this wouldn't work anyway.
We came down here out of curiosity and looking for the research team. We didn't know this was what was going to be at the end.
Well, I'm getting that impression. Sometimes that's the case. Very rarely.
Regardless, you're asking her to throw away her life on a promise of what exactly?
Not throw away, spend. And a promise to protect all of this. Yourselves, your friends, as is the nature. Very literally the nature of things.
If it has something to do with Leviathan, then that doesn't make any sense. If it was to sacrifice to replace, presumably what we saw up above, why did Leviathan get itself killed in the first place?
It seemed like he was attacking that bridge.
The whims of the primals are a very complicated thing.
God works in mysterious ways.
Spoopy.
There's a lot going on that even I am being guarded from.
Why?
I don't like this, because if we go through with this ritual and she dies, what's stopping Leviathan from coming back to life and then getting itself killed again?
In truth, not much. I'm not strictly concerned about that, though.
Well, I am.
Well, that's very noble of you.
Why is it that I can't leave?
I need you to finish the ritual.
Shouldn't have said you agree when we didn't
Did
know
she
what it
start a
was.
ritual?
Why does it have to be done now and not later?
Because there's not very much time in the scheme of things.
How much time is there? Give me that.
Hard to say. 4 months? A year, maybe? A month? Fastest this has ever happened.
What are you talking about?
I very, very much can't say.
Our original plan was to go to Abaddon City anyways, well before that time. So if 4 months is the absolute lowest time anyways, we could be there and back within that time frame.
Sure.
I'm just expecting this guard to just go, "Sorry, it's company policy."
That's very much what he's giving you right now. Like whenever you're asking very detailed questions, you get the impression it isn't even that he doesn't want to answer, it's that like he's really, 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 really not allowed to tell you.
What
Like-
happens if you tell us?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
I have a feeling it's an honor-bound thing.
I lose my job.
Can
I
I
lose
speak
my
to a
class
manager?
I mean,
Suddenly all of his judge armor explodes off and it's just a dude, like then he shrivels up into a skeleton and dies of old age right there.
No.
Would it be beyond the realm of possibility for Tyro to realize that there's something that requires the presence of all primals within this plane of existence to be at a given time? Then having
Ironically
one
enough,
missing
you're
would
right
be-
in my intelligence aura right now, so
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an Arcana or a Religion.
Arcana, please.
Sure.
add that +4.
I,
Alright,
sh- I actually have another question.
what the fuck?
Oh my
God damn
god!
Well, there's the ones.
You are
Okay,
Jesus.
quite thrown off in the circumstance of all this.
God damn. A player has a good idea what the hell's going on. Tyro, though, you don't know jack shit at the moment.
okay. So upstairs there was a guy who was like, "You need permission to go through this door." And I'm like, "Do you have permission? Can I
do
have
not.
permission? How do I get permission?"
You could absolutely have permission, but it is not mine to give. Nor will I compromise the integrity of this structure's tests.
Why?
That would be contrary to the point of them existing.
But
And
we're already here.
much effort was made to put them there. Those doors were not about getting here. Those doors were for other things.
What kind of things?
I very much can't tell you.
What can you tell us?
Very much, actually, as I already have.
Just imagine like an angry plus mark appearing on this guard right now.
Just walking away frustrated. Meh.
Regardless. This just feels completely pointless when we don't even know the answers to anything. It just feels like we're following a blind routine.
That's why I asked Leviathan. And I've been instructed to go to Abaddon City. Which is what I'm trying to do.
He
Leviathan
kind of
able to
like...
speak to this guard?
Hmm?
Is Leviathan able to speak to this guard?
Probably not, but I mean,
I mean, you guys trying?
Leviathan, can you speak to this guy and tell him to calm down?
Calm your tits!
You pulling this little statuette out,
Yes.
just like wave at guard.
I got a thing.
I've been talking to Leviathan through this.
That perhaps is the most proper. And he kind of reaches out and like lightly touches like the head of the statuette with just like one finger, and then pulls his hand back. You are in a very bad place right now. Just be calm. I understand your apprehension. And you all of you in even speaking range hear kind of echoing out. But she should be a summoner. I've always been. That's. And he kind of reaches out and touches again. This isn't something you need to worry about.
What is this guy?
Damn, even getting access to a primal. Or the essence of one, rather.
Why does Snaky Thing not have to worry about it? Snaky Thing is, it's relevant.
Snaky Thing is very confused right now.
You're very confused right now.
You're confusing, confused, and confusing. To which I do apologize.
I'm confused.
Goes back to running frustration. Just angry Quez to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep discussing this. We have places to be.
Then you are free to leave.
I'm also not just going to sit here and let Koke sacrifice herself for nothing.
It isn't for nothing. You
So
of
you
all
say.
people should understand that.
What?
What proof do we have that this would even work?
That's what I'm trying to say.
You have my proof.
You're telling us nothing.
You're not proof. You're confused.
As the Chocobo darts across the room and then darts back and fucking half a frame. All right. And he kind of like straightens his back a little bit, and kind of you hear one of his shoulders kind of creak back and pop, and the other shoulder kind of creak back and pop.
I'm reaching for my weapon.
And he takes a deep breath, and he lets it out.
Going to materialize the Scepter of the Pious.
I'm not afraid to die to get out of here if I have to.
I understand that. And if this is the case, then so be it. We'll perhaps make a test out of this.
D3.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Did you just pull a fucking
Okay.
darling?
A will save, and I believe it's 18 for you, right?
So proud of you.
Tier 3! God.
As
Oh my God,
It's a
Doesn't-
will save, so yeah.
okay.
God damn.
Is that what is that?
That's
That's his
him.
will
That's
save.
him judging the CR of you as a party, real quick.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
that's
just-
a
okay, that's
perception check. Okay.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I was gonna say, that was his goddamn will save. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Like, whoa, we are dealing with a level 50 here.
Let's see.
He's got a class bonus
I
of
believe
5
should
to
be an
sense
18, 'cause
moto
it's a
with,
third level spell, so
with
you have
some
a
number
20
of
to
ranks
charisma,
in
so
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
With a fucking skill focus sense moto for the extra 2. Like,
fucking hell. Yeah. So yeah,
skill
I got
focus
the
is 2,
DC.
right?
Skill focus is 3.
Is it 3?
It's 3, and then
Never
if
mind.
you're above, if you
10
have 10
ranks.
plus ranks, you get 3 more.
He does not. But yeah,
So that's
so
a
make
minus
make
6
that
to
a
hit?
35 then.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you've given him a -6 to hit.
And all
Wait,
skill
wait.
checks, yep.
He makes
For
he
6
makes a
rounds.
he makes a will save.
All right.
Like
What's the will save?
18. Level 3 spell, 5 casting mod. So 18, right?
He makes it.
Oh.
Ah, I tried, gang.
What is this light in my
That's
eye?
alright. I'll try and take a shot at it.
But his will save isn't that crazy.
It is not that crazy.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
and that is his best. That is his best save.
You
I am
really
not
should have
surprised
told
by
me
that.
that.
I am not surprised by that in the slightest. I don't suppose you have an aura for DC saves to raise them, do
wait.
you?
You're in
Actually,
intelligence. You are in an intelligence aura, so you're getting
That's
a plus
actually-
4 to your DC, right?
No,
it doesn't.
mine's
It's level
charisma.
battle.
Mm.
That
charisma
and
casting.
I do have a major aura, which if we're about to start battle, I am going to pop that because I have minor and a major up.
So I'm guessing we're all jumping in on the surprise round before he has a chance to actually react.
I will give a moment here for pre-buffs if people are casting as Chef is making his move.
I spent mine. I'm gonna roll my initiative and Bourbon get some water.
Okay.
But
during.
So
all right.
There.
For surprise, does it have to be like Swift or whatever? Can it be a standard?
Standard or
move. You could make a standard. You can make a standard.
Okay, standard. Readying squeak of people then.
Yeah. And as which by the way, as you all are making your round of preps here, you're watching as this creature is leaping backwards over all of you and landing at the front of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, son of a
fucking free willy right over your heads, like.
Jesus Christ! Everything.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
I'm going to burn a use of quick cast, and I'm going to cast Mythos Grace Lesser upon myself, which raises my dex by 4. So burn 2 points of my arcane pool for that. And then do I want to risk another 3 points to take a shot at Dia3?
As he's jumping away, before he gets out of my range, I want to cast Corrosive Web on him.
Damn. For the sake of this, I would let you even AOO him as he dove away, but I wouldn't. You don't have enough time to get a spell off in like that moment as he baps off.
Yeah. So I got that, and then would I have enough time to do as a standard action? Try Dia3 on him.
You would not.
I would. All right. If I don't get enough time to standard action, I will take a swing. Then.
Does this all happen at the same time, by the way?
Yeah, this is all like Chef Diaz, and there's like a moment like heart like as the dude fucking leaps backwards over your heads. Koke swings. Nell's like starting the fucking thing like.
I'm swinging. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
Oh.
And you're adding a +2 to these things, right?
The
Squeak of people adds +2 to hit and attack.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah.
So that would make that a 25.
So 25. Okay.
As long as they can hear me, it works. Don't have to really like do a. This is not based on aura at all.
Let me just make sure that so +2 to damage rolls as well?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, let me just crunch him for 30 right off the bat.
Damn.
Second damage rolls.
And then myself for 5.
Yourself for 5. Let me double check something on this guy. That is not up right now.
I'm glad I was able to get Mythos Grace Lesser off first, because that actually improves my initiative as well.
I'm going in this moment. I'm going to cast Protect on Nell because watching him go here, it's like
120 plus what's that? 3 at this point.
Important thing.
Jesus Christ, that's my initiative.
Important thing for my
oh god, hang on. First, let me get the chart up here.
For my turn planning,
I swear to God, when I'm breaking up my physical dice.
Can I see the spells that something has before I make this spellcraft check? Or nah, that's totally up to you because it doesn't say anywhere.
I've been making it so that you can see people's spells before you draw them.
Okay.
Without needing to commit to drawing them. We'll see how that goes.
Right, I get my initiative.
He double checking this. He does not have any spells. None that are actually spells or spell-like abilities, at least.
Okay, so yeah, no drawing.
Alright. People want to fill in their initiatives.
God almighty. Okay, where the hell are my physical dice?
I'm not.
Just in case.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because if I roll another one, I'm breaking up my physical D20 for this. I'll take photos if I have to for proof.
Okay, you sure you want to roll physical dice when the one time I rolled mine, it rolled a fucking nat 1?
Well, considering I've now rolled two nat
1s in a row
through D20, Yeah.
Okay, judging by the fact that this is an aura can be in effect at the start of a combat encounter even before taking first turn, does that mean I can pop my major aura now?
The major aura is something you can pop out. Like, is that what it says? That you can pop it as soon as...
Well, it just says auras in general.
Okay, so I would say yeah. If it's the same as your other auras, and you've been doing that for your minor ones.
Yeah, because this one I've never actually used.
Well, now's a good time. We at the boss battle.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to use Motivate Care. It has the same range as all the rest. It gives a... It's not that good, but it's a +1 bonus on AC.
Okay, so that's my current.
My major auras suck.
No one is in the mood for this.
No, like I was like, I had, like one thing above a 10. Like that whole.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's what's my AC at 13? Yay!
I think only the boss rolled above a 10. That's it.
You rolled a 12. Oh, +9.
+9.
Oh god.
Let me real quick. I'm just fussing with stuff here.
Not in the mood for this shit.
God
I just got out of bed.
Okay, yep. Go and add this here.
I'm gonna be in blissful ignorance and just pretend that 5 symbol is a doom counter for himself.
Oh no, he's preparing like a flare. He's
What?
counting down.
Prepare the lunar curtains.
Yes.
As Tam very quickly messages me a better song for the encounter.
What? Oh.
You still not getting music, Red?
I'm getting music.
So no, you've had a problem with that in the past.
Yeah.
That's a turn everybody around, turn them upside down. All right, and is that everybody filled in? I believe it is. Let's go ahead and sort.
Chef Echo, Ellen, Nell, Koke, Chef, and Tiro down the bottom. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
At least the robots rolled poorly too.
Still not a second natural one.
Nell is in some trouble though, as
Oh, I know I'm in
first
trouble
in the
with
face
Oh,
and
did
flat
it just go
foot.
away? Get back here.
She has
There it is.
protect at least.
Yeah.
That's
Was that just mage armor?
No.
That's
it-
protect.
No, it's
How far
+2.
can you go?
Mm.
And what can you
Oh,
hit?
protect is +2?
Okay.
Protect is +2.
Okay.
I think it stacks with mage armor though.
I'm gonna check that.
Should check the wording on it, yeah.
What type
it
of
might-
bonus does it give? Because this is actually important.
Yeah. That's why I'm checking. Is it a first level?
Yes.
Yeah.
Protect.
+2
Deflection.
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 Okay, so it does stack my major aura. That's what I'm
It does.
checking because it's +1
It does.
where all.
And
Yeah.
more importantly, mage armor doesn't work if you're wearing armor with a bonus of 4 or more,
Gotcha.
because it's a normal armor bonus.
It would be weird if it was considered mage armor.
Yeah.
So protect is
Deflection
protect
is-
stack with mage armor.
Yeah. It's basically a shield spell.
I mean, I could try to find a better icon, but that looked to be the most shieldy one.
That's fine.
There we go.
He's twitching.
As he twitches out in front of you, again the combat commences. In pretty quick for someone in full plate armor, he dashes forwards up in front of Nell and makes an attack,
Immediate action,
pulling a
disrupt.
great sword out of the ground. Okay.
Immediate action, bellows of roar, causing a target creature that is attacking to suffer -2 penalty to that specific attack roll.
Okay.
So
Bring it
I'm
down
gonna
by
roll
2.
it. I gotta roll first.
Okay.
Where are you at? It's dissonant, so basically it's based off how much it's beaten by. Let's see, this is DC 10 plus half the bard's level plus charisma modifier, so that is going to be 10 13, 15. Wait, that's a saving throw. A performance check of 10 plus the CR of the creature. Form is 15.
That symbol would be better for protect.
Okay.
Or this one.
That's your perform check?
That's my perform check, yes.
Does that succeed? I'm not familiar with your DC for this.
Unless he's a CR 12. Yes.
He is not. He is not a CR 12. Luckily.
Does it beat it by 5 or more?
Oh, and the music ended.
Or 10 or
It
more?
does not beat it by 5 or more, 10 or more.
Okay, so just -2 penalty.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Better make sure you get this thing looping. All right. So -2. He takes a swing at you. The 19. Does that beat your AC?
That does not beat my AC.
Damn. Damn.
I have an AC
Holy
of
shit.
20 with the protect and my
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Very
I
nice.
accidentally hit back on my mouse hotkey. All right.
Oh,
As his great sword swings at you, and you release your little performance at him, he's slightly taken off and right over your head. Kung cleaves right into the ground with a huge smash, just sparks flying across the cobblestone floor. And he looks at you, slightly frustrated for a second.
Can I do a free action intimidate?
Does your class? Sure, fuck it, whatever. You free action intimidate, go.
Normally it's a standard, but okay.
Well, some classes in the context of some moments get free actions like with attacks and shit. Sure, go ahead.
Angry squeak.
He's
Nope.
he's just not intimidated by your squeaking.
Oh well.
It's not bad.
What kind of save is that?
In
Will.
that moment, as he looks at you, you see him kind of cock his head slightly, and then he reaches and touches his shoulder with his other hand, and with a swift action, reorganizes his judgments, and will not be missing again.
Little word, guys.
A withdraw action. I recommend.
I was thinking that because I do not want to be near this fucking thing. If I put steps, I can.
Yeah, I know exactly where he's putting these judgments. As he also glances over at Koke and Chef with what you'd imagine would be a grin. Nell, it's your turn. That's his move
Okay,
standard.
how
and
exactly
swift.
does withdrawal work?
Withdraw, you exit the first threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Is that a full round action?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, you're just like,
It's a double tap run with a free escape.
yeah, you're fucking
One
off.
threatened square.
Okay.
Yeah.
so you can move. If your standard movement speed's 30, it should be 60. You can move it 60 squares away without being AO'd into the first square you exit.
Okay, so right
Watch where you're
behind
standing.
Chef.
Watch where
I'm
you're
gonna
standing.
go. I'm gonna go right behind Chef if that seems plausible enough.
Yeah, no, you could either through them and with them letting you pass and taking them as terrain, or literally just going around them because you have so much movement. You could run
Yeah.
right past behind Shaft.
Doesn't matter. I have enough. I'm gonna move.
And as Nell,
Not gonna
as
mess with
as this thing swings down at Nell, just barely misses, buffs itself. You all watch as Nell turns on her heel and darts straight away from it, kind of gently nudging both the knights out of the way as she dives for cover behind them.
What does this aura do?
+1 to AC.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's how I've managed to fucking live there.
To live. Yeah.
All right.
And now my AC's back down to 12. Shit.
It is Eleanor's turn.
All right.
Taro.
Gotta get the hell out of Dodge.
I did not wish for it to come to this, but fine. I'm charging him.
Oh.
Okay.
Angry doggo.
Go ahead and charge.
Also, she's gonna, before she charges, pop Shield Oath. To Swift. Now I'm gonna run at him. Which, yeah, I'm closing in on his reach, so he's gonna get the swing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he has reach?
He's large.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
withdraw. Otherwise, we're just
Yeah.
gonna 5-foot step back.
I'll go ahead and yeah, he's taking the swing as he comes in with his long ass great sword.
Let's see here.
Does a 21? No, wait, never mind. Make that a 24 hit you.
With shield up, no.
Damn.
Charging.
Take doggo,
Charging.
go!
Charging imparts a -2 to your AC. Did you take that into account?
Yep. It
Okay.
adds
Holy
just
fucking
enough.
Christ!
Okay.
Even with this
Double check.
judgment justice for +3 to his attacks, that still isn't
20,
connecting.
5, 6.
He's had
Oh,
two
he
attacks
would've-
in a row.
He would have like hit me twice.
Yeah, just
Like,
let's see. Hang on. Let me double check something here.
Oh.
2 plus.
Oh no.
2.
Oh.
What?
He has a smite evil, doesn't he? That's why he
Assuming
was
so.
grinning at me and Chef.
He
He's
has
got
something.
he's got something that targets specifically evil characters.
Okay.
I cannot confirm nor deny any of these accusations.
Plus 3, 26.
You know, the whole thing being, a judge
Okay.
doesn't work. A politician would be
All right,
next on
doing
his list.
a quick, little bit of quick math there. He barely hit me.
Oh shit. Oh. Alright. Double check his bits.
Yeah, his roll is my AC.
Yeah.
So
Supposedly in 5th edition, Defender always wins. I'm assuming it's different in Pathfinder.
what was that?
No, in 5th edition, if you meet the AC, it connects.
Well, remember what we watched was more of a homebrew for Team 4-star, so.
Okay.
And
think-
and in
yeah, some would say
Pathfinder
probably
also, if
made
you
it
make the AC,
be-
it connects.
Yeah, some
Ouch.
And he connects with
AC
you.
kind of AC is one of those house rules where it's either
Gotcha.
One or the
Bringing
other,
his great sword down on you in a big Dark Souls slam.
All right. She winces but finishes her attack.
Okay. Make you counterattack.
All right. So that's made at a lot. So let's see.
with 16 damage from a giant greatsword. I think you do more than wins, but okay.
Yeah. Well, unless I get a 1, I might.
That's famous last words.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I think you hit.
Yeah, I think so.
You connect with his AC.
Okay. And let's see. Normal hit on this thing. Okay.
Two.
Nice. Almost full damage.
This is with the sword of the father, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Song of People too, or Squeak of People.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
add
yeah.
that. Oh, 2 more.
Minus 2 more. Okay.
You saw his You saw his damage. You didn't raise him, but you saw it.
I did the 16, yeah.
You called it. Oh no. I'm not gonna like that.
Mm-mm.
All right. Is that you done,
that's-
Eleanor?
Swift charge attack. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Koke, it's you.
Is there anywhere like is this just a door here at the end? Completely?
Where? That is an opening.
Hallway.
Yeah. It appears to just be a regular, just hole.
Okay, I'm gonna move to here and 5 foot out of the room. I am going to cast black cloud.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to. Hang on. Yeah, I'm casting it like here, so that I'm hitting all of these things at the 15-foot AOE without hitting Eleanor.
Okay. Sure.
How tall is it?
It's a 15-foot sphere of black cloud.
Okay.
I'm not sure how high these things are.
There is a black cloud there. What does black cloud do?
It is 5d4 points of shadow damage, and everything needs to make a Fortitude 19 save or be blinded.
Okay.
Eleven.
It's actually not too bad.
What was the fortitude save?
19.
Wait,
Wow.
those two
They're
shouldn't
all
even.
blind.
I mean, regardless, yeah, but would these two even have a?
If they have,
they do
if
fucking
they
have a fortitude save. Does it
If
matter?
they-
They're fucking robots. No, it still matters. It's darkness.
Oh, it's only for one round, but they're blind.
Oh.
All right. All
That's me.
three of you have blindness.
And they took
What
the
was that
11
uses?
damage.
Yeah, and they took 11 points of damage.
That's my 3. That's 3 of my MP.
And that's let me double check something there. That's regular. Yes. Okay. 11 points. From you. 11 points from you. Come on. 11 minus 6.
is there any penalty to reflex saves by being flat-footed?
Minus 5. Okay.
No. Your dex.
Well, yeah, flat-footed, you lose your dex. But
But I mean, does that apply to reflex saves? Because that seems kind of.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh Jesus.
That's why uncanny dodge is so important for rogues and stuff.
Well, we use the one for unconsciousness. It's fine. Oh, we'll use the eye. What was the eye? Where is it?
It was a
There
bleeding
it is.
eye.
Bleeding eye. That's their blindness one.
I can't see.
Cannot believe that I CC'd this dude.
Alright.
Blind.
shithole.
The bane. The
Like,
bane
all
of
the map ones
everything.
right now are ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Is that you done?
Actually. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Are you finished?
It's your turn then.
I double checked. Flat-footed only applies for the dexterity to AC bonus.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
The
yeah,
actual
'cause it's
condition.
Literal.
Ellen, I need some information from you. How much health do you have? And what's your reflex save like?
Oh god.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 49 health. She has a reflex of +9.
Good enough. As I
Gonna
move
shoot
up
me in the
here,
back.
and I have very carefully looked at the cones, a 30-foot cone. 1, 2, 3, and then it bip bip, bip bip, all the way over here,
Mm-hmm.
and basically misses both Echo and Tiro, hits
Yes.
everything over here.
Yeah, that is correct for the cones. It's
As
that tile, that
Chef
tile, that tile, that tile.
throws back their head, laughs, and shoots 1,000 needles into the area.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm having nightmares again.
The return.
Alright.
Oh,
There is
poor
a
robots.
reflex save.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
you're
then
not
you
blind.
take 11
Reflex
damage, Eleanor.
18.
Okay.
2. Reflex 18. Okay. And then your reflex is not a whole lot better, buddy. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
21.
So you
okay.
take how
One.
much? You take 21.
down to 11, I think.
Yeah.
The roundup.
Take 11,
Yeah.
and you take 21. No,
Ow,
you do
my
not
back.
take 21. You take.
Okay.
Why did I bring this math upon myself?
Acupuncture.
You take 15.
And then as a... Alright, that's a standard. Let me just Control F Swift here.
So pretty much, I heard evil laughing, got ready for whatever you were doing, and then just felt tons of
And then you
needles
heard
slam
the-
into my
the
backside.
Needles going
As if
everywhere.
remember-
The worst session of acupuncture you will ever have.
Yeah.
I think he's had it worse.
I'm almost down to half health already.
Jesus.
As you all watch this war mech on this platform wibble, almost barely keeping itself together before it's even had a chance to act.
Alright, I'm not gonna take a Swift. That's gonna end my turn. Echo, heal Ellen, please.
Yeah, that's
The
already
acupuncture didn't go as planned.
That was a cure 2.
Okay. Thanks.
You got 12 HP back. What a weak heal. What a weak cure 2.
Don't you add your
Yeah, I
caster
did.
level to that, plus your wisdom?
Let's see.
You
Yeah,
do
so
add your
caster level
wisdom
plus
mod
wisdom.
and your...
I'm assuming
'Cause
the
I know-
3 is the wisdom.
I
so-
know this version of the game,
Oh,
he
oh.
tried...
Yeah, so add 3 more to that, so 15.
I was gonna say, he tried to make the heals in this game better than Pathfinder.
Yeah, so +3, +3. Sorry, I only added
That's
my
okay.
modifier.
Thanks. That's better.
15.
Speed.
Thank you very much. Up to 53.
I'm sorry, but evil, and I get to actually use an AoE and get the whole enemy team in it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh,
This
okay.
is gonna suck.
So, Echo, you might want to get out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a few, and that's my turn.
Okay. Oh shit. So you back out. It is that one's turn. Okay. Square to square.
And he can't
upper
see.
right, upper right.
Don't worry, it's blind.
It is blind. That is a plus.
As
My
you
optical sensors.
as
here's
you
the
watch
damage.
this creature leap off from its pedestal and at a sweltering 20 wibbles its way over to you, Tyro.
Right.
It is going to attempt. It is going to attempt to. Yeah, it's just going to attempt to hit you.
Tyro,
No,
roll a
no use
D100.
blowing that yet. Yeah, you go ahead and roll rear concealment.
All right.
It's 14 plus. Pip, pip.
That's a miss.
When the second one, roll it again.
Yeah.
How's it getting to attacks?
Hmm?
How's it
What?
getting to attacks?
Do you
Oh
roll
shit!
me?
Never mind.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me double check.
It moves.
Let
I
me
was
double
gonna say,
check.
thank God.
Okay.
Even if it's got multiple natural attacks, it can't use all of them unless it's a full attack, which it's moved, so
Okay.
it can't.
I thought that it could use both its slams, but then yeah, if the first one
Mm-mm.
misses, you're fine.
Oh no, it was black.
Unless it has pounce, then
And it's charging.
It is not charging, unfortunately. Its partner also, almost spilling fluid, leaps off from the pedestal, just over to Eleanor, and is going to make a single slam attack.
Roll a D100.
Yeah, if you would
Hang on.
100 Eleanor.
nice.
What is is it rolling under or is it rolling over?
It's rolling over.
Okay.
50.
Like a 20. Well, a 20.
It
That's
doesn't.
actually a good question.
It doesn't really matter when it's a 50-50 on a D100.
Okay. Well, for
So,
the sake of
I would-
percent hit chances, then we'll stick with under. It needs to be under 50 or under when you make the roll. So yeah, Tyro misses and Eleanor misses.
I would rule in favor of whoever's rolling, so the highest is if he rolled, the higher is D-roll.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's
or
why,
like a
that's why
20,
you have
like
them
a
roll.
like a 20% needs an 80 or higher. It
What's
it
the-
feels better to aim higher for the
Well, no,
rolls.
that's my point. Like a
Like, what's
a
the-
20%
Well-
needs a 20 or higher. That's the benefit
Yeah,
of
but-
using higher.
Yeah, but
No,
if,
that's not how 20% concealment
20%,
works. 20% is a
you're
miss.
talking about 20% miss chance. Then yeah, 80% or higher, 80 or higher. I'm talking
Yeah.
like for hit chances.
There is no 80% concealment.
This
There
is
is-
50% concealment, so it's a 50-50. So
Yeah.
50 and up is
'Cause they're
they
blind.
miss you.
They can't take
Okay.
attacks of opportunity when blinded either, can they?
I can double check the blindness.
No,
effect.
No.
probably not.
Unless they can detect you. For some
Yeah,
reason.
they got
through
like tremor sense
Yeah.
or something.
Which is
You
relevant
technically
here.
don't have to do a withdraw to get away.
Blind creatures must make a DC 10 acrobatic skill check to move faster than half speed.
Okay. I'll fucking retroactively give them both.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
Don't worry about it this round. Though.
Okay.
They've already
we're,
moved. So.
we're moving on here. Concealment was unexpected. Tyro, it's your round.
Okay, let's see, how far...
I suggest an AoE
As you
Probably
watch this thing.
over here.
Burning Arc, because all of these are within range, and plus, it won't hit Eleanor.
Mhm.
So, Swift Action,
Jesus.
Sure Strike, which gives me a +2 to my chance to hit.
Do you want to move
Non-evil
first?
pansy.
I know, right?
Okay, so...
I still have a punch to equalize.
Let's see, 1d20, let's see, 4 BAB plus Mythos
Oh, there he
Crystal
is,
plus that is another 4, plus Squeak of People is another 2. So 1d20 plus 10 to hit. God damn it! And it's a ranged touch attack, so... And I'm aiming for the judge.
they are blind.
They take a -2 and furthermore lose dex to AC.
But it's a
That's a
touch
touch
anyway.
attack?
Oh, well, yeah, it's a touch. So they don't have any dex. They don't have
And-
any armor, and they have -2.
That, and did you add that +2 to it?
Yeah, that's everything. My BAB plus the bonus to my dex for... Yeah.
If they have no dex and no armor, it's 10
It's
or
just
probably
10,
even 9 or 8 because they're a large.
Okay, then
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
He has no natural armor and he loses his armor and his dex
Okay.
his dex is, to be fair, irrelevant that he's losing because it is a -1. But
Oh, shit, actually, that's not right. Actually, no, wait, that is right. But add 4 to that, to the judge for my intelligence
Okay.
mod plus Mythos, plus
26.
Ruby Knowledge Mastery. So 26 to him.
Yeah, and
So
then
that's full damage.
Squeak. Does Squeak add
also- oh, wait,
to spell
hold on.
damage?
the damage.
It says weapon damage.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
actually,
fine.
no, wait, he does get a reflex save for half damage.
Yeah, wait,
The
who are you hitting
reflex
first,
save-
second, third? Because it's a whole thing. Like, you're hitting bam,
Yeah, I'm hitting both of those, so let's do...
bam.
He's hitting the judge first.
Your
Hitting-
primary target is the judge.
Okay, so
and
sure.
then 2 secondary
It's
ones will be those for... let's see, let's go...
So did,
That's a
So
weird
this one's going to be
pathfinding.
3d6 damage.
did. Okay.
As Eleanor, you are now encircled in a V of flame.
A fire.
Um,
Let's see Pookie in there.
This is a Victini somewhere.
Oh, come on.
okay, so yeah, it's a reflex save, you said?
The judge needs to make a reflex save of 16. The other 2 mechs need to make a reflex save of 14.
He fails it.
Just barely.
Pip pip. One of the mechs makes it. The second of the mechs. And
So
you're
this one here?
doing. Yeah.
Okay, so that one takes, I guess if you're rounding up 4 damage. So,
Running it. Wait, Ann. So your 60. Yeah, your 66 is for the judge. Your 3d6 plus 4 is for the other two. And
the
your
3d6 is for
It
this one here,
goes-
and then
yeah.
the 1d6 is for this one, because the damage gets
Okay,
reduced
there
by
it
half
is.
with each
By the
subsequent
next
target.
one. So yeah, he takes half of that 7, so he takes fucking
I will
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one
Takes the full 16.
This one, as it takes its full 16 bips of damage, it crumples over in a pile of burned robot.
So that was 2 for the short strike.
We
plus
could
2
have
for
been
that, that's
friends.
So 29.
I'm different.
The thing is, technically I have the detonate spell, but it's
26.
as a swift action. But I already burned my swift action to do short strike. So,
Still might want to move like hell.
yeah. Although I can only move 5 feet back for attack because otherwise I'll get
He's
attack.
blinded. No AOO. That's why I was asking.
Oh. Then I'm gonna move back to here as my move action, and that will end my turn.
Okay. It is his turn. This blindness doesn't go away until Nell's turn, right?
Until my turn.
Correct. I don't say I
Until
didn't
your
do
turn.
it.
Yeah, you Koke did
Yeah.
it. Yeah, sorry.
It was me.
It was me.
It was me all along.
It was me all along.
This actually is a complicated question. I need to double check his shenanigans.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I need to double check how True Sight works. And know that, and see if it can be blinded.
True sight, it could actually see through like my displace spell, which I'll pick up next level.
This is blindness and true sight both cast one person. Can the person see or not? Come on,
Hey, man.
forums, load. I need to know. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Mhm.
Hey.
Did the top one explode violently?
It crumpled. It did not erupt.
No, apparently I didn't hit
Sadly.
its fuel source.
We'd have a sense doggo if it exploded, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, he's even though he's true sight, he's still blind. That's apparently how that works. So yeah, he's
I can
making.
see your soul unless I can't see.
Yeah, unless I literally can't see. It doesn't make me able to see. It just changes what I can see.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's great to tell against illusions.
15,
Not so much for
15, 16, 18.
getting blinded by smoke.
Okay.
Shit.
He's making a swing at you. Go ahead and make your concealment roll.
Okay.
And what was the debuff for making the swing? Was it
What do you
was it
mean?
2 or was it
What?
none?
Oh, that was Nell's shout?
Yeah, that was
No.
just that one attack. That was like the next
Okay,
attack.
okay.
So.
Yeah, never mind then. What was your concealment? Ah, there it is.
I'm rolling.
8. He hits.
Ooh.
25 does not touch me.
Jesus Christ! Are you kidding me? He rolled a 25 to hit. He has a plus 18.
With Shield Othon, I have 26 AC.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm a tank! Switch up!
As he swings down and it cleaves off the side of your shield and into the ground, he just looks at you fiercely. And yeah, this is gonna last for 5 more rounds. As a free action, growls loudly at you as his armor seems to bulge neath his great strength. Alright. That's him done. He doesn't have any could he swift something? Is it more useful? Okay, yeah.
I don't know how you can get much better for a +3 to attack to try and hit him.
With a swift action, he changes his judgments. It is Nell's
The
turn.
doggo gets the hate option.
Where's the bad dog? Judgment.
Oh, right, my turn. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Can I do? Okay, that's still way too far. Let's see. 40, 45. Okay, so if I move there. Yeah, that would be just within. When when Eleanor attacked with a sword of the Father, did it appear to do quite a bit of damage to the guard?
It did.
All right. In that case, let me check it. I'm pretty sure point blank range increases the to hit if you're within 30 feet. Let's see where they have it. Yeah, it's +1 to range roll.
+1 in the first range increment, so you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, it's going to be. It's going to be +13.
Are you taking the penalty to not have any chance to hit Ellen?
I have precise shot.
Precise shot? Ah, never mind then.
Okay.
Okay, so clever. Does that hit?
It does not.
Ah.
Your arrow just whiffs over him.
Does blind wear off now? Or is it still in?
No,
or
it's
is-
Koke.
It's Koke. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep implying that Nell's the one doing the debuffs.
I mean, I do debuffs, but man. If there's any swift actions I can do here. No, that's my turn.
Alright. If that's you done, Zelnor's turn.
Alright.
He is face to face with you. Big ol' great sword out, flailing it around.
Alright. Alright, I can do this. Pluto point, she's going to buff her shield. So it's now a +2 shield.
Okay. And as you mumble that to yourself and buff your shield, he looks at you straight in the eye and he says, "Yes, you can."
What the?
Okay. Alright, and I'm going to swing at him, fighting defensively. So, -4 to my attack, like it fucking matters. But, you know. Okay, so 20. Probably will, but, you know, hey, it's there.
Crit.
Does that crit? Okay, as you crit the mighty man
While fighting defensively.
while fighting defensively.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll your crit. Excuse me while I get out these M&Ms to enjoy this.
I got some Chex Mix to enjoy this.
Hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, she has no elemental effects on her sword, so this is just flat. So...
I mean, it's still Sword of the Father, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that goes down by 2, so yeah. I'm feeling force today, apparently.
Alright.
The force be with you.
May the force be with you.
As you swing down upon him, you deal your full well, yeah.
Is that with the squeak people?
Yeah.
Is those good?
I mean,
No, add 2 to that.
Okay. You do your full 17 points of damage.
17.
That should be 15, right? Because
Mm.
it was just
+2.
2 points that he didn't add.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 2 more damage. Okay.
Is that you done?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, you go.
Second first, same as the first. Black Cloud again, 15 foot, not hitting any of my friends, but want to hit these 2 fuckers.
Alright. Was a
Same.
reflex save?
It is a fort save
Fort save.
to not be blinded, but the AoE just goes off regardless.
Okay.
Does it not half the damage?
Nope.
Okay.
There are a handful of spells like that.
Oh look, 11 again.
Well, what's the DC?
19.
They both fail.
They're blind for 4 rounds.
And just as it was wearing off, it fucking returned to them with a fiery vengeance.
I can see clearly now.
No, you can't.
Fuck.
No! Oh no. And as the dark cloud
Chef,
erupts.
I need a line. It's a free action to talk, so give me a second. Your conviction blinds you! There!
Thumbs
And
up.
as soon as he's blind, he is also dead. As this one also collapses onto the ground.
What the hell could these mechs even do, anyways? Now that they're dead,
I can eat them.
they're mechs. They're not
She can
monsters.
eat them.
There are still there are spells that I can learn from mechs. I know this.
It's weird as fuck, but yeah.
Nature magic.
Yeah, Matra magic comes to mind.
Is that you done? These poor robots that never had a chance.
I'm gonna move myself behind and then here.
Alright. Chef, it's your turn.
Yep. Fuck it, I guess. Since it seems like I'm going with the whole drawing thing, I may as well just cast the stuck Dark 3. May as well clear that out. Range touch. So, and
As Chef becomes our like black mage.
yeah, really.
Yeah,
That's an RTA.
Okay, that hits.
Hey, Mage Cat.
Yes.
Casting mod and level get added to these damage
Cast
spells,
level,
yeah?
So yours will be a 5d6 plus.
It might be
6. So
it might be a different formula since he's a red mage.
It's the spells are always something like dark still for black mage and red mage follow the same.
I'll
So
just go fetch it. I'll just go fetch it and be sure.
Yeah, it's the caster mod plus the caster level. And with a 3rd level spell, it's a max of 15 for the caster level. So you're level 6. So yeah, it'd be a 5d6 plus 11. So you got fucking 20 for charisma.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And there is a fort save to avoid being dimmed as well as blind.
Okay, he fort save. That's a 10. Does that?
He's also dimmed.
God, darkness consume you.
Darkness comes.
What does dimmed do?
Hang on.
It's like baby dark. It's
like
blind.
baby dark. It doesn't even matter. -1 on armor class and search checks. That must be written for a different edition.
Yeah.
And on most strength and dexterity based skill checks. All checks that rely on vision suffer a 20% fail chance. All opponents are considered to have 10% concealment.
So right now
that depends on
60% concealment.
No, it doesn't stack like that. 50% is the stronger
I
buff.
prep for the best.
50% is the stronger.
How long is this for?
Oh shit.
I think you have to roll out. Yeah.
Completely irrelevant.
Alright.
Did you just basically Pokemon the judge? Did you basically just do a con hacks on them?
Oh,
Quick echo!
As everyone just covers him in sand attack.
I don't think you can do that.
I don't think I can Beastmaster him. Sorry.
Oh well.
Is this how you done, Chef?
Evil blackness buddies, high five.
Darkseid wasn't even worth using in this encounter.
Alright.
That's me done, yeah.
Okay, your go.
Okay. I think just for good measure, I should cast Protect on Chef.
No.
No?
Do a fucking holy orb or something. This thing is gonna fall over here in a second.
Sure, why not? I'll do a range touch attack.
Please crit or something for that
Just
2d3.
Let's see. Let's see. What's range touch attack for? Is it
It's
just
CAB
Dex.
dex.
The AB
Okay.
dex.
Oh, right, BAB deck. Okay, sorry.
God, I can't wait for you to get up to like a level 7 fucking white mage so you can cast holy. Jesus. It's funny, the guy decided to go with Holy 2 and Holy 3 in this game.
Does a 16 breach is... Well, I mean, he's blind, so I guess yes.
What is that on? Touch?
Is that touch AC? Then yeah.
Okay.
He
1d3.
Your 1d3 poke.
He's not a very dexterous creature.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not.
Despite that jump at the beginning of the fight.
And much
took a
like
10.
the Dryad, I was sure this was gonna be a mulch the party kind of fight, but just fuck me, I guess.
Surprise! It's Crystal Maiden.
Wait.
Well, I'm sure there were like 2 or 3 more who would have been fucking dead.
Holy Orb.
I mean,
They all got caught in
main
1,000
thing-
Needles and Black Cloud and...
Yeah.
We AoE'd the ads and debuffed the boss.
Yeah.
It's
And he's
dealt 2
attacking.
damage.
And he's attacking me, who's the hardest one to hit.
You're hitting him for 2 damage?
Yes.
This is the bip. Okay.
Let me double check, see if that's a clause on his... It is not. Okay.
It's like I start casting Protect, and Chef is like, he puts his hand
Just
up,
the shake head.
Oh, never mind. Bip.
points.
You see it hit the surface of his armor, and literally do nothing. It is the rope. Is that your turn, Don? It's the
I just
robot's turn.
look back at
What?
Chef, like kind of a wing shrug.
You like a little,
Quack confusingly is a free action.
you get a little tick, as if you hear like the invulnerable Sild sound from 14.
Okay, so swift action, short strike gives me +2 to hit. Let's see. I want to try and burn him or do something a little bit more powerful and try to heavy him.
Body him. Absolutely, just body him with magic.
You know, you
Well, I got water 2, which is a 3d6 plus 14, as opposed to fire 1, which is 1d6 plus 13. But
Go
then
for
again,
it.
I have a chance to burn, so fuck it, big damage. I'm doing water 2.
Alright, that's a reflex, I think. Or is that a range touch?
I think it's fort to resist the heavy. But I'll have to
oh,
double
for the
check.
status effect. I mean, like for the
Yeah, for
damage,
the status.
it's an RTA.
Yeah, it's an RTA, so
Okay.
24.
Okay, that hits his touch AC.
Let's see. Water 2 is 3d6 plus 14.
Let me check something here.
28. That's 28 damage, and for water 2, it is. Let's see. Fortitude save. Resist. Oh, wait a minute. Drench effect for 1d6 round.
Yeah, there's no saving throw to half damage. That's full damage. He does get
Yeah.
the fortitude save against the drenched effect.
Yeah, and it's a second level spell, so it's a fortitude save of 16 that he needs to make.
Okay,
Nice hit there.
17.
God damn it!
You can't leave. Why? 'Cause I said so. Okay. Blind, dimmed, drenched, shot, stabbed.
Okay. Alright.
Flare, freeze, tornado, quake,
Steel chain,
burst,
magic burst.
flood, or flare, flood, burst, quake, tornado, freeze.
I'm a blue mage.
Is that you done, Tyro?
Yeah, that's my swift and standard, so that's everything.
Okay. He glances around the party.
Blinded.
That he can't
Blinded.
see.
He can't see, but like you see him like cocking his head around through the air. Very well. And he reaches skyward, and you watch as he prepares his limit break, a final judgment.
Oh.
Oh
Wait a
god.
minute. Final Isn't
I
the
know
name
what that
of the moon?
does.
What the
I'm
fuck?
not saying what it does, but I know what it does.
Alright, I would like a reflex save from everyone.
Okay.
Where
This
you
is
are
where I
all within 60 feet of him.
Let me see. So my dex is what, plus 2
Oh.
for that. So 2, 4.
No, I'm eating this.
It is. Reflex 17.
Ooh.
So.
Okay, I'm going to
24.
activate. I'm going to activate the Mithra's racial trait, Cat's Luck. It allows me to re-roll a reflex save once per day.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me just double check the overall on that. Just make sure. Let's see. Once per day. Yep. Just makes a reflex save throw. They can roll saving throw twice and take the better result.
It's advantage.
Do it.
Alright. Make your reflex save once more, you lucky cat. There it is. Natural 20.
That's great.
Alright.
Lucky cat as well.
I fucked it up. Oh, no, I didn't.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good comment.
What's hilarious if I take the black cat trait, it basically allows me to re-roll again for melee attacks made against me. But
This is gonna hurt. Oh!
I'm assuming that
Has-
reflex is for half damage.
The reflex halves. The rest of you take full 26 points of holy damage.
What's the fucking DC?
What's the
17.
DC?
17.
17.
Yeah,
I
mentioned
Oh,
Take
come
off.
on.
I take off.
this. Okay. Now, stage 2 of this fucking thing. Everyone who failed that reflex save make a fort save.
Alright.
That's exactly half my HP.
It's a limit break.
I mean, it's funny to put me in LB range too.
Oh, come on.
I'm having none of that.
It's the same.
Conditions 17. Yeah, it's also 17.
How did the fort's my weakest save?
That happens.
And Echo fails that one. Only Echo, right?
Looks
Is
like.
that everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
Echo, you gain the disabled status.
You can now get free money from the government.
May make a single move action or standard action each round, but not both. Basically, you're treated as though you had 0 hit points.
Do not get in coup de grace range of him.
You feel as though you're on your last legs. Nell, it is your turn. As y'all take literally final judgment like champs.
Apparently audio is gone for some. Audio is gone for some, it looks like, for Ren and probably Maki as well, because she hasn't responded to the fact that it's her
In
turn.
Discord.
There goes one.
Losing
There
folks.
comes back one.
I did respond. Okay.
We didn't hear it though.
Yeah, no, we're. It's likely we're experiencing rolling Discord outages. This
Oh,
happens sometimes.
Yeah, we can't hear you, so I don't know. Like, you may be able to hear us, but I'm not sure.
We'll just give it a couple minutes. So, how's everyone liking the fight?
Okay, so limit.
I'm blinded by your brilliance.
So I have
is
to
he.
be at less than half HP to do a limit break, right?
You do.
Hello?
Oh,
Correct.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
Hey,
There's a kid.
Do we have a Maki?
Not
You
yet.
guys hear me now?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Okay, we got everybody.
Okay,
It's your turn.
I was just about to type it out. I heard you guys were not hearing me apparently.
Yeah.
No.
First thing I'm gonna do is what's the range on this? Within 60 feet. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my swift action cackle on it. Perform
Okay.
check.
Sorry.
Gotta admit, it does sound like something more Chef would do.
As a black witch
Doesn't
hat
mess that up.
materializes on Nell's head, and she lets out a cackle.
I'll make you one.
Fucking a very well performed cackle, I might add. Like
It's funny!
Y'all are just on the set of Wicked right now. Like,
Okay, swift action,
my
Bard
God.
emits a disturbing cackle, causing a target creature to become shaken for 1 round. How much did I beat the thing by? Basically 5, 10, or
his CR, you mean?
CR? Yes.
Oh
Well,
my
basically
God.
it's 10 plus a CR.
10 plus CR, and
Yeah.
for that 30?
Yes.
Okay. You beat it by... The important part is on the 5s, 5, 10, 15, etc.
Actually, it's 5, 10, 20.
5, 10, 20. You beat it by 10.
10. Okay. 10 or more, the target creature becomes frightened for 1 round instead, and DC increases by
Okay.
2. Okay, so
Are-
a 6-fold will save negates
Luckily.
the effect.
Are they immune to fear?
He luckily is.
God damn it. Wait, this becomes shaken instead then?
Double check the. I think that
Shaken is still
it's
a
still
fear
it's still a
effect.
fear effect. I'm double checking that right here.
Yay, I
Shaken.
love wasting the one time I use this ability.
Shaken, lesser
What about
state,
being
frightened or panicked. Yeah, he's as you let it out on him, you get the impression that that intimidation and piercing through motives are literally the domain of judges, and he will be having none of that.
Well, that was a waste of a
Is-
swift.
so he's not shaken, but is he stirred?
He seems lightly stirred. What else are you doing?
He is stirred to justice.
Fuck it! Gonna throw Requiem his ass.
Okay. Well, Requiem we have.
Okay. Form check. Definitely more than made that.
Yes, I should say so.
Save on that for if they take it, they get half damage.
Okay. What's the save?
Plus song level plus charisma modifier, so that is 11 plus 4. It is 15.
Of will, fort, or reflex.
Fort. Let me double check. Fort, yes.
Okay.
I use this damn ability enough. You think I'd have it memorized?
And nobody needing this dude to make will checks. What was the DC? What was the
Just
DC?
that close that.
Hmm?
10 plus the song level plus Bard's charisma modifier, so 15.
Okay, he clears it.
Thank God.
So he takes
And
5 damage. That's gonna be
as-
per round, basically.
As you scream at him, he doesn't seem to recoil at your squeal at the people.
That was in the squeal people.
He's gonna cut your muffs.
Your foe requiem.
Okay. Okay. So nothing happened then.
Yeah, there's a judge ability. When they take half for fort and will saves, they take none.
Classic.
It is Eleanor's turn.
Oh, I'm useless for this
This
fight,
dude
guys.
just fucking shrugs off debuffs after being blinded
Alright.
for the entire round.
All right. Recoiling from the judgment, she's going to slowly regain her composure and stand up straight, gripping her sword. Fine. I'm not dying here. Swift action, sword oath, straight into her limit break.
Okay.
All right,
The
so
judge.
She returns
switches
in
oaths,
kind.
and then
It's like, oh, thanks
Huh?
for bringing me down below half. Wham!
Yeah.
all right, here we go. This is her first time using this. So, oath switch, and then straight into Clim Hazard.
Clim hazard.
I attack. Target an enemy within melee range. This strike does not miss. So I'm hitting him.
Okay.
Take my melee damage and 4d6. He gets a reflex save of... Let me check real quick. 10... 13...
A 10. Does a 10 beat it?
No. It would have been
Okay.
an 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and
These
if there were any
saves
other
are
enemies
just
still
so
in this...
bad.
If there were any other enemies in this room, as I stab him, there would have been a 30-foot explosion of non-elemental energy.
Okay.
But, okay. So I'll do a stab. Just a quick check on the math here. Yep.
Okay.
Confused.
And you're making this limit break with the Sword of the Father, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you break into him and start smashing away, he staggers back slightly and is looking quite rough. So you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Koke, it is your turn.
I was really low on the damage rolls there.
He's very low on the health amounts right now.
2122, 2122.
If Echo wasn't in the way, I would say Coral Pounce.
I
but
can't. I need 2 turns to do that. I take a step beside Echo.
Right?
And I ask, is this to be a fight to the death?
He pauses for a second and looks at you. If you can.
Blaster.
Okay.
Let me just find.
Oh, right. I can bip off 2 more of his HP from Nell's song.
26 ranged touch attack.
That connects.
For 9 damage, and he needs to make a Fortitude 19 or be immobilized for 4 rounds.
Okay. He does a fortitude of 10. Jesus Christ.
He's now immobilized for 3 rounds. He can't move.
I'll find a good, yeah. Okay. And you did 9 damage to him there?
Yeah.
Which... down to...
So be it.
As he sort of nods at you, it's Chef's turn.
I'm going for a charge action.
Okay, go for your charge. Regular AC?
Regular AC.
Does he
minus
lose
his
anything
dex.
to all these blindeds and shit?
He has no dex and -2.
He doesn't have any dex anyway to his AC. And -2 though?
Yes.
That connects.
It's really not that impressive though. Plus 1 from strength. Well, 2 because 2 handing, 1 from shadow, 2 from song.
Okay.
By the way, if he doesn't die before my next turn, I still have a second limit break. I'm gonna Clim Hazard him again.
Is he still?
How many limit breaks do you get?
2.
Oh.
As of level 5.
Yeah,
Oh.
we all do.
It scales up
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah.
My health is
That's-
still low, so I can do it again.
Down to... Okay. As you just stabbing at him at the end of a charge? Or...
I also can make a swift and make a touch attack.
Okay.
Do I get,
Go ahead.
Do I get the charge bonus to this?
If you charged.
The charge bonus is
Oh,
across
you mean to the touch.
the round.
So,
2 across the round.
So yeah, okay.
Because otherwise, the
this is
minus
a-
penalty, the AC penalty would end.
There it is.
What was that do?
That was supposed to be a harm touch. Every time I try this, it's like a 1 or a 2.
You just barely whiff him. This almost AC-less at this point creature just gets just out of reach. It's Echo's turn.
Fuck
What you doing?
my life. This is a useless ability.
That's
It's a
not
touch
true.
attack, and I've not hit it once. The one time I would have hit it, Nell stopped me with the traveling troop bullshit.
That's true. Yeah. Way back in Alolan in session
Hey, that
2.
saved our fucking ass. Thank you very much.
I know,
What's-
but I want
what
to
you
bat
doing,
touch
Echo?
people.
Oh god.
I'm going to. I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Echo is holding.
Okay.
Pyro, it is your move. He does not look very healthy.
That he does not. And I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna burn 2 points of MP for Short Strike to give me a +2. And I'm gonna try for Dark 3, which will burn 3 points of my Arcane Pool.
As
My standard
Tyro
action.
spools up his base cannon of Red Magery.
Technically, I stole this from Black Mage, but still.
Even better.
Thank you, Movie Scholar. Let's see, 1d20 plus 10. 26 to hit.
That connects to any version of
let's-
his AC.
And that's a 5d6. Plus, what was that, 14? 28!
Nice.
Okay. Okay. 28 damage total?
That's 28 damage total. He has a reflex to be dimmed, but that's going to be dimmed again. Although he's already dimmed. Although I could probably just extend it. That's assuming he's not dead. Yeah, he's dimmed.
So much
1d8
darkness in
rounds?
this room right now. Good
One-
lord.
Sure,
He's
roll
just-
your damage.
He has just become a silhouette of a judge.
An additional 7 rounds.
Oh my god.
We'll just say that this fucking overrides it. It doesn't depend it on. Regardless, as you land your very high damage on him, just as the loop ends, you see him stagger back a moment before regaining his poise, standing over his great sword, pointing it down into the ground, looking out over the party.
Somehow.
Look, yeah, you
He knows the
see
direction.
him looking, but you get the impression he isn't seeing because of all of the blind effects. As this with this light nimbus of darkness clinging all over his body, also impairing his vision. He looks out over the party. You will all be fine then. And he falls backwards like a chess piece, slamming into the ground and shattering into dust.
What?
Like the black, just like.
Yay!
She'd stand up straight.
Okay.
Checking
cure
the
goes-
ashes for loot.
Damn it, Steph.
As you wibble all over his ashes, you do find his great sword still perched in the dust.
I grab it like a space pirate with a tube and hold it up in glorious victory. Although it's probably a large.
Alright, that's 16 points of healing to
follow.
Nell
Oh,
Oh,
and 15 to Eleanor. So that's -2 MP to
Nice.
me.
Can dead things make will saves?
they cannot.
Then I scan these things. Do I learn any spells if I try to find squishy bits to eat?
Okay, you scan. You can understand if you can learn spells from them, right?
Yes. I basically
Okay.
find out what spells I learn. They need to make a will save, but if they're dead,
As you scan the dead creature, you get the impression that they have some sort of laser cannon that they could have launched from their chests that they never really got a good opportunity to do.
I'm gonna find the softest, rubberiest bits.
You find a bit of hose with a blue liquid pulsing through it.
I'm gonna slap that like noodles.
and you take that rubber hose like a noodle and gain the ability to use Blue Mage Tech Laser.
What level is that?
Have Cone look.
Oh.
Actually, seriously, I'm examining this greatsword.
Okay. It appears to be a long black steel, very pretty weapon. It looks very old. If you can make a spellcraft check, if you were planning on understanding
Yeah,
any sort of enchantment on it.
Yeah, I will give it a go.
You're not gonna. All right, Rocket Nell's gonna nudge a little bit closer. Intelligence aura.
Nice roll.
As Chef gives this greatsword a once over, it is a +2 magic greatsword.
Holding it over my head in triumph.
It is also a large. As
Probably wobbling slightly.
As you hold the greatsword over your head, clasping it out in both hands like a proper weapon, and holding it over your head, it, in a moment, shrinks to be a medium size because it is an enchanted weapon.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
They
This
literally...
is for you bastard who never hits anything.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I could, if I turned on dark side, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that stuff is in limited supply. Get it while it lasts. And this guy didn't camp out in front of target. You know.
Yeah. I used up both of my oaths for the day. I'm out.
Okay.
Echo sort of limping.
So is this thing just as heavy as a normal greatsword?
It is
then?
exactly a normal greatsword. It is a +2 greatsword. You get the impression it is very, very, very old. Wait.
17 points of healed Echo.
And in a moment after combat ends, let me fucking tab over. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, guys. All of you. Yes. In a moment after combat ends, in a puff of smoke, the rest of the research team dumps onto the ground.
Oh, safe, he said. Not put them in some weird pocket plane of bullshittery.
Huh?
They were completely
there they
safe.
are.
Glad to see that you are all alright.
Are you all okay?
Hey, how long does disabled last?
Just a round.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever it said on the limit break, but yeah.
Okay, wait, hang on. Who was she looking at? Double checking some details on shit. Okay. Could I get a will save from Echo?
A will save? Why, yes. You can get a will save. Crap.
Echo, as the research team poofs and lands on the floor in a panicked bit of gasping, you find yourself unable to move.
What?
You, Pradir and Aline and Vis and Dices glance around the room. What's going on?
We killed an asshole and took his stuff. Let's go home.
What's the last thing you remember?
We walked through the doorway, following, and then nothing, and then we were here.
Could Tyro make a knowledge arcana check to see what he actually did? I'm assuming it's a pocket dimension, but
Yeah, you go ahead and knowledge arcana that.
Is there any kind of a check I can make to make sure that these are the people that we need them to be?
All my knowledge arcana has been that one.
The moment we're out of combat.
You get the impression this is weird old stuff. You have any idea what's going on with it? Like,
Damn it!
What would be knowledge arcana?
Yeah.
+3 from Nell for the spellcraft.
Plus.
It's still in
4,
that one. I
actually.
failed no matter what.
Yeah, but
But no,
Knowledge Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana. You get the impression this might have been some sort of pocket dimension.
yeah, okay, so basically what I suspected, but I was trying to confirm.
Yeah.
I rolled my physical dice, got a fucking 13. It would have been a 24 otherwise. God damn it.
And that's an appraisal of are these the people that they were? Is this an illusion? Is this another test? Is this what?
Okay. As a praise. Okay. Sure.
Wouldn't perception be a little bit better?
Well, makes it usually sense mono, but this is fine.
I know what they wear and everything. I know the enchantments on Visa's stuff.
A quick glance through. You do notice Visa's fancy enchanted armor. You do notice Balkrith's questioningly present sudden equipment. These are the peoples you lost a moment ago. And of all of them, Dices seems the most shocked.
Are you all okay?
We're fine.
Vise, you okay back there?
I'm doing good. Just hanging out.
Okay.
I still have this buff from when I was falling. Give me a second. There we go.
I want to activate the draw spell menu on Dices and see if it is as absurd as I think it is.
Okay.
Come on.
How? So you can just seal over spells then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. A lot of these spells are very weird to you. You do not know what type of caster would cast them, or where they would come from, or what school they're from, but there are some very strange spells. You get the impression there is most prominently on the list some sort of ray that would turn a target into dust if it were to connect, dealing a tremendous amount of damage.
Oh Jesus, she's a caster.
You also catch things, something that would, for instance, keep a humanoid or monster from being able to move. Something that would be able to follow a teleport that has just happened to see where its destination was. There's some sort of spell that could be used on an extraplanar creature to forcibly send it to its original plane. You see what you recognize as Dimension Door, 2 of them. You notice something that to a smaller extent would compel someone to follow through with something. You see the ability to spy on somebody remotely and see what they're doing. You see the ability to fly. You see the ability to turn into mist. You see the ability to catch Scorching Ray a couple of times. Like
as I open the draw menu and it goes off screen.
Off the screen.
Like just through the floor.
Yeah. And then Chef's having to like tap his helmet to hit the scroll down button.
He's doing the thing like scrolling in midair.
Yeah, just scrolling.
Dices glances at you, glances at herself, glances back at you. My face is up here, dear.
This is payback for saving your ass.
It sure is.
Can I still?
As I attempt to draw, does she have more than 15 hit dice?
Let me check her character sheet. What fucking level did I make her?
The disintegrate, probably.
15. She does not.
God. Oh god, so you can take one of those.
I'm gonna draw Dimension Door.
Okay. You draw Dimension Door from Dices. After a couple of moments of this, with like she's got her hand out, kind of in a straddling position. She stops and she holds up I'm sorry, dear. She leaves her hand, puts her hand down, and Echo, you can move again.
All right.
Was that a reflexive hold spell then?
Yeah.
Oh. Also, if my Bonga is able to look around the room, he's going to immediately notice the fucking mechs.
Yeah. You find 2 collapsed,
2 hours
one quite
scavenging them.
scorched robot on the ground. One of them that looks like it's had what would be its jugular ripped out by some sort of creature.
Would
Knowledge.
What does the liquid taste like? Was it very blue?
Um,
Oh, God.
it tastes like the future.
Strange
Also,
for
would
something
this-
of the past.
Would this be a good moment for an episode break?
Yeah, we could now.
How much EXP did we get? Because if
what's
we
our
got more
time
than like
here?
a couple of hundred, I can level.
Yeah, we're
I
2.5
I
hours.
still
need over
We
3,000.
Same.
I don't. I need like 1,000.
Yeah, I need less than she does.
We could take a break here. Come back in about half an hour. I will distribute XPs so that in these following social moments, players could maybe very quickly allocate their shenanigans. And we'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.